Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to my channel. I hope you've caught me on a great day for you. Welcome to Journal with Me. I'm Kathy Hampton of Wellness and Healing Practices, formerly Wellside Retreats. So you haven't, you know, confused anything. Um, I'm here today on this Thursday to meet with the community of journalers if they are not busy enjoying this great morning. Um, but welcome to you. I hope that you catch this live stream. And if you are catching it in the future, um, I appreciate you for stopping by, commenting, liking, subscribing to my channel. I appreciate it. Um, we're going to get started journaling shortly, but before we have a few things that we do to get our session going. I want to say good morning to Catherine Muhammad. Good morning, Catherine. Good to see you. Aurora C. Good morning. Finally caught you live. Okay, good. I'm glad that you were able to make it today. And if you don't make it live, you can always catch the replay. But I like it when people can catch it live. I appreciate you, Aurora. Dr. Donna, good morning to you. Great to have you here with us on this Thursday morning. My dishwasher is working. I hope that doesn't disturb you, but I had to start it um, for a certain reason, and maybe I'll talk about that later. But yeah, great to have you here. We're going to get started as we usually do. Actually, I want to reintroduce myself to those who may not have seen this live before. So if you haven't seen this live before, I'm Kathy Hampton of Wellness and Healing Practices. I help women move away from what's no longer serving them and get into um, their practices of wellness and healing. And we do that with various tools and practices. And this just so happens to be the journaling practice that we do on a regular basis on Tuesdays and Thursdays. There's no need for any experience. Bring a paper, pen, pencil, whatever you have that you want to document, to use to document what's on your heart, mind, and spirit. So, if this is something that you like, after watching it, please do me a favor and like, subscribe, ring the notification bell, and you'll be made aware of when another video um, is uploaded. So, with that, we're going to get started with checking in with ourselves. We check in with yourself if you haven't done so already. Um, just take a moment. You can jot this down in your journal if you have your journal and your pen, and check in with yourself. How are you doing today? Um, I woke up kind of bright-eyed, bushy-tailed. I'm doing good. I'm doing. I'm gonna say pretty good, really good, and I feel good. I'm actually very clear. I rested um, pretty well. I had a different schedule yesterday, and those are the reasons why. Go deeper and ask yourself, why am I feeling so good? Why am I feeling a little sluggish? Why am I not feeling okay? What is it that may have um, attributed to how you're doing? Okay, that's a way of finding out, really, getting clear with yourself, right? Taking the time to ask yourself some questions, you know. You can even talk to yourself. They say talking to yourself is not a good thing, but I do. um, I do, and so once you've decided, or you've figured out, or may not have figured out, what has made you feel the way you're feeling right now, um, then take a note of it if you want. I invite you to do these things. These are not mandatory. This is a YouTube video, and you can do whatever you want. But the suggestions that I make are to help you, and journaling, checking in with oneself, is all a part of gaining clarity for yourself, um, to uh, yeah, get closer to you. Sometimes we are out there doing all kinds of things in the world and haven't really checked in on ourselves because we're busy trying to help ourselves, but also the manner in which we're trying to help ourselves sometimes is a little off-putting, and we don't even know it for ourselves. So, good morning, Sibani. Good to see you. Great to see you here this morning. I appreciate your presence. Yeah, I appreciate everyone's presence. Um, be present for yourself right now too. Um, so we've checked in. We've gotten a little deeper. Um, Now let's actually do a little movement before we get started. Okay, journaling. So good morning, my peace. Great to have you here. Bon dia. Yeah, bon dia. We've got people all over the place in the community, um, and when when they're not here, I always think, God, I wonder what they're doing in these other places, or um, what are they doing for the day, right? How are they feeling today? You know, wherever you are, near or far. So let's take some time to do some movement for our hands this morning. Mm, real quick, real quick. And by the way, if you haven't had your water today, get your water. Hydrate. It was very warm here yesterday, and I was trying to keep myself hydrated and cool um, for most of the day. So make sure that you're hydrating for all types of reasons, right? We need to nourish ourselves with good food, water, plenty of hydration. So back to the hands. Let's just shake them out right now. Just really just shake your hands out. And if you are a person who works on the computer during the day, this is a great start to getting your fingers kind of warmed up, your hands warmed up to be able to type on your computer, to do, or even as we are getting ready to do, to write, right? So the stiffness, just shake it all out. And with the wrists, roll your wrists, your arms. Okay, let's get that in. The movement in our hands. Okay, maybe clap, get that kind of cupping. So yeah, a little potent, getting getting our hands warmed up. We're gonna warm them up even more. Brisk rubbing our hands, rub, and the fingers. All right. Ciao, Nicole. Ciao, Bella. Good morning to you. Good morning. So we've done the things with our hands, and my hands actually feel good. If you take a moment and just hold your hands up and out, you feel the pulsation, the energy that's running through your hands, right? It's energy. Blood is coursing through our fingers. This is how our body actually responds when we walk, with a lot of energy, and we walk a distance. You can feel the pulsation in our legs, in our back, our buttocks, even our chest, right? That energy, the blood moving through our body, right? So let's now kind of wind down a little bit and open ourselves up to our journaling session by first grounding ourselves, coming down to a more relaxed state. I'm going to invite you to either um, sitting up, straight in a good posture, not bending over, but just kind of lightly getting yourself comfortable in your seat with your spine straight as the spine can be, yes. And you can close your eyes as I do, or you keep your eyes open, but look down your nose to the floor. Lower your gaze, right? Lower your gaze, looking down, still with your head up, not bending down. Don't want your neck to bend, but up and looking down. I'm going to close my eyes, getting comfortable in your seat, planting your feet on the ground if you are sitting down and can you reach the floor. If you're on your bed, you're sitting up, make sure your sit bones are planted into your mattress. Get comfortable in that seat. If you're standing, make sure, because some people prefer to stand, if they have a desk that they can write on, you want your legs hip distance apart. Okay, not crossing your legs as you're standing, but your legs apart, your feet apart. Okay, and we're going to be doing our cleansing breaths. We do a round of 3 cleansing breaths by inhaling and exhaling. Okay, we inhale through the nose and exhale out of our mouth. And we want our rib cage to open up, allow our diaphragm to open up like a balloon when we inhale. And then we exhale, we're squeezing that air out and out of the mouth. And it can be audible. You can make a sigh or deep breath outward so you can hear it coming out. Okay, let's do this. Inhaling through the nose. Exhaling through the mouth. One more time. Let's inhale through our nose. Exhaling through the mouth. One more time. Deep breath in through the nose. Exhaling through the mouth. Now coming back to our natural breath. Spend some time kind of regulating your breath, your rhythm. We're going to open our eyes slowly, gently, blinking. If your eyes are open, raise your gaze. Look up with your eyes. Look around the room. Come back to home, familiarity in your space. Okay? Hope that that was a good exercise of relaxing before we delve into our practice of journaling. Want to download what we've been thinking about or thinking about now or whatever is on your mind, a free flow, stream of consciousness, whatever comes up and out, your dreams, a list of things to do, whatever you want, you write about. Okay? And we're going to start with our Ambu sound bowl, okay, on our timer. And we'll be writing for 20 minutes today. Um, Actually, before we get started, um, if you'd like, and I keep forgetting to do this, but I caught myself, to start off writing your intentions for the day. What are your intentions for your writing session right now? What is your intention for yourself? Okay. While you're at it, you might want to affirm yourself as well. This is an invitation to do so. You can write whatever you'd like, but set your intentions for this period today. All right. And we're going to get started with 20 minutes on our timer. Okay, so we got done with our 20 minutes of journaling. At least the 20 minutes is up. If you have not finished your writing or your meditation or praying, continue. You can lower the volume or keep me in the background. And I'm glad to invite you to continue doing what you would like to continue doing. I want to say good morning to Dr. K's Winning in the Workplace. Good morning to you. I'm glad that you were able to catch us live in community. Um, and you're not late. You're always on time, right on time. Glad to have you, Dr. K. Good morning to you, Glass Half Full. Good to have you with us from early in the morning on the West Coast. And Katrina Lily, bon dia. Good to see you here today. Yeah, this morning for me, good afternoon for you. It may be nighttime somewhere for someone, um, but we are all where we should be right now, and whether it's 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 always right on time. So I hope that you were able to set your intentions, maybe jot down a few affirming words for yourself. Thursdays is a day that we use to affirm ourselves with powerful statements about ourselves, being kind to ourselves, um, and giving ourselves grace, um, because we need that. We need to provide ourselves a a moment where we honor ourselves for doing whatever we've done, whatever we will do, um, and and it's a powerful phrase or statement about yourself. So I actually came up with three words, and I didn't know that they would all start with the letter C. Um, and if you would want to write these words down and come up with affirmations for yourselves with, that would be great. Or if you didn't come up with your own statement. So the words I used to affirm myself, the first word was capable, and I wrote an affirming statement. Capable. The next word I used as I was writing in free flow, stream of consciousness, really, was confident. Confident. Okay. And then I affirmed myself with the word creative. So I used those three words in my affirmation statements for myself. And yeah, that was those were good. Um, I I patted myself on the back, gave myself kudos using those three words in different affirming statements. So, if you'd like to share what you wrote about yourself, or if you want to share that, you can in the comments. Um, and hope that you can keep those at the top of your mind today as you move throughout the day. Because sometimes we forget to throughout the day to continue affirming ourselves. um, we have to remind ourselves that we aren't, that we aren't doing something that's wrong, or we aren't, haven't failed. I hear that a lot. I made a big mistake. I failed at doing X, Y, and Z. I'm not good enough. I didn't, I ate the wrong thing. A lot of things that we, there are a lot of things that aren't so pleasing to ourselves, for ourselves, but we have to give ourselves grace for what we have done in the most powerful, positive ways. So, um, yeah, I hope that you can affirm yourself today in those ways. So, I um, I actually am, the 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 reason I think those words came up for me is because I am truly in the thick of it right now, um, as I prepare myself for a big move, a big change, um, not just necessarily a change of, of space, but a lifestyle change. Things that I I have never done before, for long periods of time, and that means be living in a country that I've never like lived in for a long period of time outside of the United States. It will be a different lifestyle for me also, because I won't be working traditionally. You know, I will not be. I'll be working what I guess is passively. It's not consistent. It's not like a job. You know, um, I will sustain myself the best way that I can off of, um, savings, investment, um, and that's different, right? So it's really getting dark because it's getting ready to rain outside. So sorry for the shadow. All of a sudden, it was sunny and now it's not. Um, so yeah, I'm doing all of this different stuff. I'm making a big change, and you know, my my I guess method of making big change, um, has been very slow. What I consider slowly moving toward it, and it's really, I used to be a person who could like make change really quick, like do something really, really quick. Um, Sometimes, you know, I I didn't think it through, and so I learned lessons about quick decision making and how I didn't want to feel like I did fail. Right, I made a mistake, in doing something really quick. Um, and that was just really a something that I did for myself to kind of change the way I made change for myself, so that I could see something through without regret, or without missing something, thinking I'm missing something. And so uh, I've been very orderly. And so, even in this process of packing, I have had to create systems for myself, right? Very orderly steps to do it, incrementally. But then I'm also guided by kind of, a little bureaucracy that's holding me back from like fully going forward, right? And that's called the visa process. getting the application for and qualifying for, for for temporary residency, So following the rules. So it's amazing how, that can keep you from moving forward when you really want to jump. Because you know, had I didn't have the rules or the guidance or the bureaucracy, I would have been gone. I've been gone last month. So we all have, our ways of making change. When we decide that we want to move forward in our lives with change, we do it in our own way and have to live with the way in which we make the change. I guess what I'm getting to is that um, if you want to make change, do it do it so that it's pleasing to you, right? Do it in your way. Um, I've had to uh, I've had to do it, change a lot of things in the last 6 years, and some were very quick decisions. Some had to be mulled over, um, and then some had to be organized, right? So there's different ways of doing things for each individual. We are not the same. We don't have the capacity to do something that somebody else has done, and we have to live with our decisions, right? Um, and our decisions, we get choices. We're, that's the beauty of humanity. Really, we have choices, um, and moving away from something that you no longer want to be involved in or to do. We all have our choices. Um, we can pivot. We can change our minds. We don't have to justify anything for anyone. Um, and yeah, we can go about our way of doing something different for ourselves. Um, and um, and being pleased with what you're doing, right? Um, if you think about it for a little bit, sometimes you're like, "Ooh, I don't know if I should do this. I don't know." But then if you think about it, it's like, what was my reason for it? And be happy for what you're doing for yourself. You know, don't second guess. Don't doubt. If you are in the process of on that journey for whatever you're doing, stick with it until you you can see the fruits of your labor, so to speak. Yeah, stick with it. Affirm yourself. Um, ask yourself, what were my intentions in doing this? What's your reason why? You'll come back and you're like, everything is going to be okay. I know I've had to do that. And everything is going to be okay. I talked with an old accountability buddy. We're doing things differently, but we're still checking in with one another, and we're always, saying, "You got this, you got this. It's gonna be okay." It's just different. It's just different. So, just wanted to impart those words on you if you were contemplating some major change. Um, it's okay. It's gonna be all right, and you're never. Don't doubt yourself. Um, don't doubt your reasoning. If it is something that's going to fulfill you, you believe will fulfill you. stick to it. So let's see, how are you guys coming along here? All right. Oh, okay. Aurora says, thank you for mentioning Halana the other day. It is a good exercise as this is your session are rich with self-reflection. Thank you. Sure. Sure, Aurora. Glad. Yeah, Halana Black. I don't have her the email address right now, or the for you to sign up for her email um, readily to place it in there, but I will next week. Halana Black is a writer, and she holds a Wednesday mindfulness writing session on Wednesday mornings at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And Halana is located in Mexico right now. She's a world traveler, has been traveling, I believe, for the last, ooh, for a long time. Solo traveling, different places, staying for long times, getting to know the culture and the people um, as she writes her to sustain herself, right? Doing what she loves in writing. Dr. K says her words relevant, useful, deserving. Oh, right. Great words. She's relevant, useful, deserving. Very good. An older woman, as an older woman, I have to remind myself of these three. Okay. Yes, as an older woman. All right, Dr. K. I like that. Yeah, as we mature, as we mature, we have to, yeah, we have to confirm that we are still relevant in this world. Yeah, that we aren't forgotten. We aren't forgotten. I love that. We're useful. Yes. Yes, we are still useful and deserving of goodness, happiness, peace. Absolutely. Thank you for that, for sharing those. That's wonderful. Because, um, I was just talking with my mother, as well as a friend who's, our parents we're blessed to have them here, still alive. And sometimes they feel as if they're forgotten. I do know that. And I have felt that once before as a mom, as a mother, feeling that I wasn't relevant because technology and points of view of generations younger than me um, are you know they're different, and but I'm still useful. They still find me useful too, right? They come to me asking me questions, so I am useful and I'm relevant and deserving, right? To be heard, to still be heard. And I think about that yesterday with conversation with my mother, that we had a pretty deep conversation, and those issues actually came up, right, for her. Yeah, yeah. Thank you for sharing that, Dr. K. I appreciate you so much. Sibani, I will definitely borrow those words for myself today. They are words I need to keep top of mind as I move towards my goals as well. Capable, confident, creative. Yes, yes, we are all we forget our capabilities, our abilities quite often, and think, because we kind of sit in a place and we do certain things, in the moment without realizing the expansion that, especially if you're an older or mature woman, we sometimes forget about all the things that have made us who we are and what we are truly capable of doing. And because we don't affirm ourselves in a positive, powerful way, our confidence level sometimes diminishes. So we have to exercise and practice those things that we know we are capable of doing, right? We we are capable of doing because we all are creators. We are creative. We were created to be able to create for ourselves and for sisterhood, mankind, womankind. We were placed here and by the Creator to create, and we have it within us if we tap into it or have forgotten about tapping into our skills, our capabilities, our abilities. All right? Yes. So thank you, Glass Half Full. I appreciate the support. And if I can support you in any way, please let me know. um, I'm still coaching and I have a couple coaching clients, and support is really what we need. Support, learning, teaching. We need to open ourselves up to learning more and uh, and expanding ourselves so that so that we can continue on this journey. And I appreciate you, Glass Half Full. Yes, yeah. So we are just about out of our time for today, and it's been a great conversation. I appreciate you all contributing to the conversation. It only makes these live streams, these journal with me sessions, and the practice of journaling, um, really, you know, it's a good thing. It's a positive thing. And the practices help us get clear on just about everything that we may have in our mind. If we place it someplace, allow it to be set somewhere out of our mind and allow it to allow more room for information. Because a lot of times we have so much in our on our minds that we need to just organize it. Get clearer on what it is we want in our lives, or what we want to do, or how we want to be in the present, right? Being present for yourself. So this has really been good. I'll be here next Tuesday, right? Next Tuesday. I want you to have a great weekend. Um, yeah. Um, Thank you, my piece. Sending me good vibes. Yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah. Hoping that your approval reaches you by next week. I hope so too. I really do. If you see the back behind me over there by the window over here, there are two big totes that uh, that are packed. There are two two more. You can't see two more over by the door, and so that's four, and four more that have to be organized. And I have a I have a spreadsheet. This is the system that I'm using. I have a spreadsheet that I'm putting together for myself, um, of the contents of these totes, and I actually create a sheet for them to go inside, and I have a copy of that also. I'm like overdoing, probably doing too much, but you know what? I like what I'm doing. So These will be shipped tomorrow. Will go into the warehouse to be shipped. Um, yeah, taking their voyage um, to Portugal, and so I will pack them in a car tomorrow and drive up to Newark, New Jersey, go to this warehouse and hand them the contents of anything that is too heavy to fly. Uh, I won't need, for a while. And yeah, what I'm taking with me. Yep. Finally got to this point. Um, and they'll ship out. Well, they'll be organized for shipment um, on uh, on the 28th. The 28th. Yeah, that's the shipment date. Instead of the 30th, I got the 28th. So that's how all that's part of the process, right? One part of the process, and I've been in this holding period for a while, but things are starting to move because things are starting to move out of here. in this in this in this apartment. So it's amazing. It's amazing how much stuff we have, y'all. Even if you aren't relocating or moving, or you know, into a new space, if you have a house and you plan on being there for a while, please go through your stuff though on a regular basis. Make it a once a month kind of thing where you go through and say, "Do I really need this? Do I use this? Who could use this more than I can right now?" Yeah, this is truly a serious sidebar. But I'm telling you, go through the stuff because I've decluttered. This is the fourth time and I still have stuff. So I guess we'll always have stuff, but it's it's going away, and I plan on doing that when I move. Is to continue to purge on a regular basis because we are consumers and we bring things home, or some of us are really good and don't buy anything, or that's not necessary if it's not food or you know toiletries. They don't People don't need it. And I think the last time that I was living in an apartment after a larger move, um, I bought I bought more trinkets than I ever bought, and I don't know why. I always ask myself, why did I do that? Why did I purchase or consume these little things that I don't know? And so now I'm trying to find places for these little trinkets. Yeah, I didn't buy big things. I just bought little things. Maybe it was the size that fooled me. It's still stuff and it wasn't necessary, but it was something I was thinking about. I don't know. Anyhow, I hope this was helpful to you. Besides my little sidebar about packing up and purging, that gets old. That's an old conversation. But yeah. Um, let's see. Before we go, it's a trying process that will test your patience. Yes, but the reward is worth it. You got this, Kat. Thank you, my piece. I appreciate you so much. She's been through it, so she can tell. She can tell us. She can tell us. I appreciate you all for joining us, Nicole. I hope that you are doing well wherever you are. It's good to be with you. I will see you again on next Tuesday at 8. No, not 8:30. 7:30 a.m. 7:30 a.m. Um, and I appreciate you coming back to journal with me. I appreciate you. And give yourself a hug. Come on, we didn't do it, other movement. And give yourself a hug, that vital touch. And if you have someone that you love or close to, give them a hug. Spread the contact, the energy, your positive energy with someone else. Um, but definitely give yourself a hug, a pat on the back, and affirm yourself positively and powerfully today. All right. Love to you. Sending most love to you and good vibes as well. All right. Have a great day. Bye.